getting isekai'd by Truck Cunt. He was reincarnated in another world. But in reality, he is the
What you need?
hot wafers, who wants to serve him and would do anything for him. But accidentally, he ended up making every hot girl in school fall for him. This all began with Akane Nishino waking up late after having a really bad dream. She quickly shakes off the nightmare, jumps in the shower, and gets ready to leave for the day. But just as she's about to step out the door, she suddenly remembers how paparazzi once swarmed her, taking pictures. That memory almost sends her into a panic. Luckily, her driver calls out her name just in time, pulling her back to reality. She takes a deep breath, pulls herself together, and heads to school. When Nishino arrives at school, everyone is staring at her with admiration. It's like she's the school's superstar. She's beautiful, super smart, and used to be a famous actress and idol. All the students want to be her friend, and they treat her like she's a celebrity. As she walks to her locker, she spots the one person she really can't stand, Minoru Kajino. He's just a regular guy, nothing special about him, and what bugs her the most is that he's the only one who doesn't seem to care about her at all. He can't even remember her name, which drives her nuts. Nishino keeps trying to get his attention, hoping he'll finally remember her like everyone else does. This time, she says hi to him, and he responds, but calls her Nishimura, totally getting her name wrong again. Nishino freezes, forcing a sarcastic smile while feeling super mad inside. It's not just that he messed up her name again, but it's also how he acts like she doesn't even exist, while everyone else can't stop looking at her. It's like she's invisible to him, and that only makes her hate him more. She corrects him for what feels like the millionth time, but he just mutters something under his breath, calling her an NPC. She's confused and asks what he means, and Kajino explains that in his mind, he creates main characters, and everyone else is just background noise, NPCs, and she's one of them. Nishino is stunned, but before she can say anything back, he messes up her name again in a silly way and walks off to class. In class, the other students are totally into Nishino, asking her all kinds of questions about her upcoming return to acting. She's set to star in a popular show next Monday. She explains how she had to quit acting after a huge scandal back in middle school that made a lot of people hate her. Ever since then, she's been hiding her true self, pretending to be someone she's not until things cooled down. Now that she's in high school, she feels like she can finally be herself again. Nishino plays the role of the teacher's pet and the most popular girl in class to make sure everyone likes her and to avoid making any enemies. She even stays late after school to help the teacher prepare for the next day. But one day, after staying late, she finds out her driver was attacked by some thugs, so she has to walk home alone. On her way, those same thugs who attacked her driver start following her and eventually kidnap her. They plan to hold her for ransom, demanding a ton of money from her father. As Nishino is being taken away, she notices someone watching from a distance, but it's too dark to see who it is before the thugs cover her face. Nishino wakes up in a creepy warehouse, terrified as the thugs talk about what they'll do if her father doesn't pay up. Meanwhile, Kajino is outside, using a mirror to peek inside and check out the situation. After sizing up what's going on, he changes into his secret identity before making his move. The thugs mention this is the second time Nishino has been kidnapped. The first time was by a crazy stalker, but this time it's because of her father's enemies. One of the ugly bastards tries to destroy her sweet plot, but before he can do anything, Kajino crashes through the roof, revealing himself as a slick, rough fighter. One of the thugs thinks it's a joke and pulls out a gun, but Kajino quickly disarms him, leaving everyone shocked. He makes fun of the thug's lack of skill and takes him out fast. The other thug realizes Kajino isn't just some ordinary fighter. He's an ex-military man who's been looking for a challenge. The thug pulls out a knife and manages to get a few hits on Kajino, but it's nothing he can't handle. Kajino then pulls out his favorite weapon, a crowbar, and warns the thug about how useful it is. The thug tries to overpower Kajino with his strength, but Kajino quickly turns the tables, revealing that he's known as the Berserker, a name that scares all the biker gangs. Kajino breaks the thug's legs and beats him up, freeing Nishino. But just as fast as he showed up, Kajino disappears into the night. Later, Nishino's father arrives, using his connections to cover up what happened so she can continue her acting career without any issues. But Nishino's biggest regret is not finding out who the stylish fighter that saved her really was. The next day at school, she greets Kajino again, hoping he'll remember her name. This time, he actually calls her by her real name, shocking her. When Kajino looks into her eyes this time, it feels different, like he's really seeing her, and she realizes that maybe Kajino is hiding behind a mask too, just like her. But before she can ask him anything more, Kajino has hugged Truck Kun, ending his life in the real world. Kajino then finds himself in a totally different world, where he starts explaining a bit about himself. Like most boys, he always wanted to be a hero, but unlike most, he was dead serious about it. In the real world, he was